What's up again, everybody? Well, unfortunately, we've had some news about Monarch, and well, it is what you make of it. In fact, there are some very, very good positives in this entire thing, and I want to talk about those probably most. But in order to get context for those positives, you kind of have to know the negative. And the negative is this: Monarch is now delayed by a week. So the release date for Monarch is being pushed back by a week. And not only that, they're also pushing back, well, obviously they have to push back pre-release because of that, but they are also pushing back the start of preview season, and that one hurts. Oh my God, that one hurts. I was ready. My body was ready for those spoilers. In fact, I've been so ready for just far too long. And now we don't have spoiler season for another week, but it's coming with time. Let's go ahead and take a look at exactly what they said, because I do want to walk through that with you. Here is the post. I know some of this stuff on the side is kind of covering it up. I apologize, but I'll read you portions of it. So, and they start with exactly what we should all keep in mind, that this is not an isolated incident. As anyone that has anything to do with TCGs over the past year will know, international supply chains are currently experiencing extreme pressure due to the range of COVID and non-COVID factors that are disrupting the flow of goods around the world, and therefore Monarch is going to be pushed back by a week. I'm basically, summing that entire thing up. It is very interesting, this part that they say, while we thought that we were planning to manage around a bad case scenario, unfortunately they've had a worst case scenario happen. And I will say this, it's very, well, let me just get to this next part. There are some things that are still sitting at a port waiting for the ship to arrive, which is crazy. That is crazy. But this part is insane. This part is literally the most amazing thing I've read. That they've both chosen to do this as a company. This is LSS, of course. That they've both chosen to do this as a company, and also that they. I don't know. I guess because they're announcing it, it's very easy to announce something like this when you're choosing to do this. In fact, it's very good for business to announce doing something like this. But they could have just sat on their hands like most companies would do, and there's nothing wrong with that. They would just say, hey, we have to delay, we have to wait for things to catch up. But they've chosen to do this, and I think this is the reason that it's only delayed by a week. They have chosen to air freight all remaining Monarch product into North America and APAC. They are literally choosing, instead of just waiting for the shipments to arrive and not spending anything extra, they are literally choosing to pay exorbitant amounts of money to airlift all of the product in so that we do get it in a timely fashion, which to me is honestly pretty mind-blowing, because in order to do that, they're basically taking just a massive hit on well, I don't know about massive. They're taking a pretty big hit on just earnings in general in comparison to if they just sit on their hands. And I mean, technically that's speculation, because there's the argument here, and this is perhaps what they were thinking. There's the argument here that, if we just let the product show up whenever, shipping ends up showing it up or bringing it up, then there's this real possibility that the hype that they've built for Monarch slowly starts to fade, and the momentum that they've created with the secondary market, with the just this exposure that they've gained through just a variety of sources, there's this real risk that all of those things start to sort of just disintegrate over time, and they can't capitalize on Monarch production and just the Monarch set itself if it's not in the hands of players, collectors, investors, stores, that sort of thing. And so they've made the choice to forego earnings in the short term so that they can capitalize on this moment of very large exposure and excitement for the game. And I think this is absolutely the right call. This is absolutely the right call from a business perspective, and from like a serving the fans of your game perspective. I don't see how you could have made a better call in a bad situation. You know what I mean? I literally can't think of a better choice than to do something like drastic like this, where you're literally paying hand over fist to transport these things in a completely different way than you had already originally set. And to do that so that people can get the product only a week later is pretty insane. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately for, you know, everybody involved, really, we were all, I don't know about you guys, but I was incredibly excited to start seeing some previews like next week. I mean, I'm recording this, what day is today? I gotta look at my phone. These days have just been going. It's March 30th, the evening of March 30th, and I think, literally 7 days away was the spoiler season, like the kickoff of the spoiler season, literally 7 days away. And so I know all of us were very, very excited to see that. But now let's review where we're going to be going, the roadmap going forward. They've pushed everything by a week. And so here's what we see. The preview season now starts April 12th. Okay, so it pushes from April 6th to April 12th. In fact, they only pushed the preview season, I think it was like 6 days. They've only pushed it back 6 days. So here's hoping that we can get those previews rolling on this new time and date accordingly. Pre-release weekend, which I'm very excited for, and I'm looking forward to trying to do stuff all over pre-release weekend, which actually reminds me I need to set an alarm or like start setting some things up so I can take like maximum advantage of pre-release season if the stores around my area do some pre-release stuff, because I would love to go to those. And I would love to go to those and stream them. Would you guys be interested in like me streaming some gameplay at a local game store? Would you be okay with that? I mean, if I'm playing, I'm not giving commentary, so you'd be really just listening to room noise or the game. Like if I brought the mic and then we, you know, put the mic between us, you'd be listening to like both of us play and talk and that sort of thing. If you're into that sort of thing, put that in the comment below. I will greatly consider that. I've already thought about doing that a couple of times, so that's something that would be really interesting. And then Monarch first edition release date, May the 7th. You know, and this is an interesting thing because originally it was going to release, I think, like April 30th, right? It was going to come out April 30th, but now it comes out May the 7th, which is just very, very close to my birthday. And my wife was trying to come up with something to do for my birthday. I think I may have thought of something, and it involves flesh and blood. You know, that might be something very interesting, is that this is coming. Now that they've pushed this back by a week, this is very, very close to when I would celebrate my birthday, so maybe we can come up with some sort of a birthday celebration. I think that would be really cool. Ideas, if you have ideas for that, put it in a comment below. I'd love to get ideas for what I could do for my birthday now that Monarch is going to release like a few days before. Now, this is also important. The new date for Unlimited is now June 4th, and I'm curious. I actually didn't do this before, so I'm going to do the legwork now, and you're going to watch me stare at my phone for like 5 seconds. Are you ready? Staring at my phone right now. 1, 2, 3, and a little bit. So 3 and a little bit. Okay. Oh wait, no, not 3 and a little bit. It's exactly 4 weeks. It's exactly 1 month. Exactly 1 month from the release of Monarch will be Monarch Unlimited. So they're going to release first edition May 7th, and then 4 weeks later, on June 4th, they will release the Unlimited version. They'll also release the Unlimited version in Asia Pacific, June 11th. So a week after that one, I believe, right? Yeah, a week after. So the release dates get pushed back a little bit, and I'm sure everyone is kind of bummed about that, but take the positives for what they are. This is a company that is firmly believing in their product and firmly believing in their fan base and investing in their fan base, that they want to, forego short-term costs or short-term benefits to present you with the cost, with the amazing product. Wow, I butchered that sentence. Oh my God. What was I even doing? I guess I was thinking about this. This was going through my head while I was trying to just mangle through that sentence. Is it possible that this pushes again? That's the really interesting thing. Is it possible that we get another one of these kinds of messages next week? I think in this day and age, we should, I don't want to say we should expect it, but we should be prepared for it to push again, just because, I mean, and they said it correctly at the very top, you should literally look at any TCG and understand that they're all going through the same thing, and that it's really not TCG like companies' faults to a certain degree, that it's literally an epidemic issue across the world because of the international supply chain just being like absolutely destroyed over the past year, and then trying to be rebuilt probably too fast. It's something that literally everyone's dealing with. Like Dice Masters, for example. You may not be interested in Dice Masters or know what that is, but Dice Masters is going through the exact same thing. Magic the Gathering has had the same exact thing happen for all of their sets, or many of their recent sets. So the fact that this is occurring, Keyforge, right? It happened to Keyforge too. The fact that this is occurring is not unprecedented. So it could happen again. It could very easily, like, something could happen again. But the fact that they're choosing to do it through air changes things greatly, because the same delays that you'd put on, ships going from place to place aren't necessarily done through the air, at least from my limited understanding. If I'm incorrect about that, please correct me in a comment below, because you may just know way more about that than me. But from my limited understanding, you don't have the same issues that you'd run into. You perhaps have less issues in general when you're doing it that way, but from what I've been told, it is more expensive by a good bit. So that's the news of the day. I'm still really hoping that we can get some hype and excitement that this doesn't kill it. And here's maximum velocity. There it is. There's maximum velocity. So that's the video. That's my opinion of it. We should be kind of bummed, but we should be excited that we play a game made by a company that cares about us, and that's cool. I like that. I really like that. Also, I like this. Hey, look, guys, we're literally one person away from that milestone. Oh my God, if one person subscribes today, we will have gone from 3,000 subscribers to 3,000. We will have gained 200 subscribers in 31 days, which is fast. That's really fast. In fact, I think it would actually be, we will gain like 300 subscribers. I think we had like 2,900 at the beginning of the month. That is absolutely insane. That may like tie the record for most growth for the channel, and it's all because of you guys. So thank you very much. If you'd like to be the one that sets that number over the edge, hit the like and the subscribe button on this video. And as always, everybody, thanks for watching.